With GTA 6 release just under a year away, and since it's been about 3 months since trailer 2 was released, I thought to myself, why not create the ultimate GTA 6 timeline from the very first mention of GTA 6 until this very day. Let's do this. But just before we get into it, if you are excited for GTA 6, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe while you're down there for more GTA 6 videos. With that being said, let's get right into it. The very first time we heard anything regarding GTA 6 was back in 2012, specifically on December 13th, which means even before the release of GTA 5, which is absolutely crazy, where Rockstar North's president at the time, Leslie Benzies, sat down with Digital Trend and spoke about GTA. In the interview, Leslie wasn't too thrilled with the idea of returning to Vice City. When he was asked if there was any chance that Vice City might return in future GTA, he replied by saying it is always a possibility. However, Vice City, perhaps more than any other GTA game, was as much about the era as the setting. Miami in the 1980s is so iconic it would feel strange to revisit the city in a different time period. Well, after what we currently know about GTA 6, it is fair to say what Leslie Benz said didn't age too well. He goes on to say that he is open to reimagining Vice City as part of a much larger world containing all the cities from previous GTA games and letting the players travel to whichever area they wish to visit. He says, and I quote, "Of course at some point we would like to have one big world containing all our cities and let the players fly between them and revisit their favorite areas, and in that context reimagining Vice City would be very interesting," end of quote. Now obviously we know that that isn't going to happen with GTA 6, at least not at launch. Could this be the idea for GTA 7? However many years that might be away, where all the previous cities are included, or maybe, just maybe, this could still happen in GTA 6, but it will be added as story DLC throughout the life cycle of GTA 6, with each DLC adding a new city to the game, and maybe 4, 5, even 6 years down the line of GTA 6 life cycle, we could have all the cities included in GTA 6, but of course that's all speculation for now. Everything is still so far away. After the first interview, everything went quiet for about a year as they were preparing and hyping up the launch of GTA 5 until October 3rd, 2013, where we would get our first official mention of GTA 6, again from Leslie Benzies, Rockstar North's president at the time, in the interview with Develop. He was asked about GTA 6 and he said they have about 45 years of ideas in mind. Now the question was, and I quote, "And when will Benzies, the Housers and Garbett reform to talk GTA 6? Is there even a GTA 6 yet?" To which Leslie replied, and I quote, "We've got about 45 years of ideas we want to do. We don't know what GTA 6 will be, but we've got some ideas," end of quote. A year later in 2014, GTA 6 development officially began. Now of course we would not know this information until a couple years ago, until 2022, by a well-known games insider Jason Schreier, when he published an article on his website Bloomberg, which we will talk more about later in this video. Fast forward 2 years later in 2016, a major event would take place when Leslie Benzies would depart Rockstar Games. Now the reason why this is a major event because Leslie is Mr. GTA. Everything that we know and love about GTA was created by Leslie. He was labeled as the brains behind the GTA franchise, so with his departure things will definitely feel different in GTA 6. So his brains will definitely be missed in GTA 6, especially if you are a long-time fan and player of the GTA games where you've played GTA 5, 4, 3 and everything before that, where Leslie Benzies was the brains behind each of those games. And in GTA 6 unfortunately he'll have nothing to do with it, so definitely the game will feel a bit different compared to the previous iterations of GTA. However, what was the reason for Leslie's departure from Rockstar Games? Unfortunately that is unclear, but according to Leslie himself, he was apparently forced out of the company after returning from his sabbatical leave. Then we fast forward 2 more years until the 6th of March 2018, where a leaker claimed that GTA 6 is internally codenamed Project Americas and it is set in Vice City, and it will also feature for the first time ever in the GTA franchise the first ever playable female as the protagonist, which all of that turned out to be true. And the leaker also claimed that the player will be able to travel between the USA and South America for some missions and will be set in 1980s. Now of course when it comes to the ability to travel to different cities in GTA 6, that is yet to be seen, that is yet to be confirmed by anybody. Whether that be true or not, unfortunately we are not sure. But of course the game being set in the 80s is not true, 100% not true. The game is set in present day, that has been confirmed, we all know about that. In 2020 another major event would take place on the 11th of March, and that's the co-founder of Rockstar Games, Dan Houser, would end up leaving Rockstar Games. Yes, you heard that right, Dan Houser, the brother of Sam Houser, the current president of Rockstar, would end up leaving Rockstar Games. Now of course he was one of the most important figureheads at Rockstar Games, and just like that he ends up leaving the company. Now again, unfortunately the reason is still unknown for his departure, but Rockstar Games would go on to say the following about his departure. In a statement to investors on Tuesday, Take-Two stated that Houser, who was creative vice president at the studio, would leave Rockstar on 11th of March after taking an extended break, which began in spring of last year. Houser's brother Sam, with whom he co-founded Rockstar Games in 1998, will stay on as company's president. So within 4 years, Rockstar Games was completely flipped on its head because two of the most important people had left the company. Why? Like I said, we are not sure, but I won't lie to you, that is very troubling, because although we are very excited for GTA 6, I have a feeling this will be very different from the previous GTA games that we all come to know and love. What will the story be? How is the story affected by these departures of the two most important figureheads at Rockstar Games? A lot of questions, and to be honest with you guys, a lot of fans are also worried and some are still unhappy that Dan Houser left the company. But unfortunately what happened has happened now, and the only thing that we can really do is hope that GTA 6 will still be as amazing as all the previous iteration of GTA, but I guess only time will tell. About 1 month later, on April 15th, Kotaku and mainly Jason Schreier reported the first substantial info for the next GTA game. The report mainly focused on the studio's workplace culture and revealed interesting details about the next game. Kotaku claimed that the game was in early development and would start as a moderately sized release, but still large by Rockstar standards. This moderate launch would be expanded upon with plenty of updates over time. So with this report, it fits perfectly with the previous leak from 2018, where we could not only play in Vice City but also have some missions set in South America. Like I talked about earlier in the video, at launch we might have only Vice City, but throughout the life cycle of GTA 6 we could see new cities being added in the game. However, it doesn't end there just yet, because all of this information would be strengthened even more in early January of 2021 by a leak from a well-known and reputable games leaker by the name of Tom Henderson, where he goes on to make the claims that GTA 6 will have a female protagonist for the first time ever in franchise, and he also says that do not expect an announcement until fiscal 2023 and a release for another 3 to 4 years. And then just over 5 months later, on June 27th, 2021, Tom Henderson again makes the claims that the game will take place in modern day Vice City and will feature a map that evolves over time, similar to the Fortnite map. Now all of this is very interesting, because everything that Tom Henderson leaked pretty much is confirmed apart from the evolving map. We are yet to hear any official news about that. However, that is also all but confirmed because multiple leaks state that, and I will also talk about another leak a little bit later in the video that also states the same thing. But when it comes to the other claims that Tom Henderson made, he says that we will have a playable female character for the first time ever in GTA franchise, which of course is already confirmed from the trailer, and he also said that the announcement would come fiscal of 2023, which again he was spot on because the trailer released in December of 2023. And then he also says that the game will take place in modern day Vice City, which of course, as we all already know by now, that is also 100% true, 100% confirmed. However, I must say the most interesting thing in all of this is the fact that he compares GTA 6 to Fortnite and its seasonal DLC, which was of course made famous by Fortnite, and now what seems like it will also be incorporated in GTA 6. So 4, 5 or 6 years from the release of GTA 6, we could see all of GTA's previous cities added in GTA 6, which of course fits with what we talked about at the start of this video with Leslie Benzie's grand plan of having a GTA game with all the previous GTA cities included in one game, and it looks like GTA 6 will indeed be that game once it's all said and done. Everything we have spoken about to this point in this video has all been leaks and rumors until early 2022, where all of that would change and we would finally get some official information from Rockstar regarding GTA 6. On February 4th, Rockstar Games finally would announce that they are working on a new entry in the GTA franchise, but would not specifically say the exact name of their game. In an announcement that took the internet by storm, Rockstar kicked off 2022 with confirmation that active development for the next entry in the GTA series is well underway, Official word from Rockstar Games says, many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the series is underway. And to say the GTA community was hyped after this announcement, it would be an understatement. Everybody was happy, everybody was excited. Finally, after 9 years of GTA 5 and online updates, it was confirmed that a new GTA game was indeed coming, and it was absolutely crazy, okay? Like I said, to say everybody was hyped is an understatement. To be honest with you guys, I don't even know how to describe the GTA community following this announcement. Everybody was super happy, super excited. Finally, a new GTA game was announced. However, as always, following this official announcement from Rockstar Games, everything would go quiet once again for almost 6 months before Jason Schreier would release arguably the most extensive article about GTA 6 titled Rockstar Games Cleaned Up Its Frat Boy Culture and Grand Theft Auto 2. Some of the most notable information that came out of this article was Jason Schreier saying the following: original plans for the title, which is codenamed Project Americas, were for it to be more vast than any Grand Theft Auto game to date. Early designs called for the inclusion of territories modeled after large swaths of North and South America, according to people familiar with the plans, but the company reeled in those ambitions and cut the main map down to a fictional version of Miami and its surrounding areas. Rockstar's plan is now to continually update the game over time, adding new missions and cities on a regular basis, which the leadership hopes will lead to less crunch during the game's final months. Still, the game's world remains large, with more interior locations than previous Grand Theft Auto games. You see what I mean when I was talking about the previous leaks? Right here, Jason Schreier pretty much confirms that throughout the game's life cycle, we will see all the previous GTA games cities added into GTA 6. So that is all but confirmed now. However, according to Jason, the game was supposed to launch with all of the GTA series included at launch, but in order to reduce crunch and employees working overtime, Rockstar Games decided against it and only launched GTA 6 with Vice City, and throughout the life cycle of GTA 6, they would add other cities as DLC. Continuing with the article, he goes on to say Rockstar's next game, Grand Theft Auto, will include a playable female protagonist for the first time, according to people familiar with the game. The woman, who is Latina, will be one of a pair of leading characters in a story influenced by the bank robbers Bonnie and Clyde. So with this article, Jason basically corroborates what was said in the earlier leaks by Tom Henderson from a couple of years ago. All of it is pretty much confirmed at this point. For the first time ever in GTA franchise history, first playable female protagonist in GTA franchise history, obviously that being Lucia, and additional cities will be added as DLC throughout the game's life cycle like we already spoke about. However, following this article, the end of the year for Rockstar Games would be troublesome, because in September, specifically September 18th, Rockstar Games would be targeted in a massive data breach that saw over 90 pre-alpha GTA 6 gameplay videos being leaked, which of course just confirmed everything that was leaked in previous years and everything that we've talked about from the beginning of this video until now, and also confirming the validity of Jason Schreier's report only months prior. Everything that he talked about in the article, with this leak, everything was confirmed. Following this data breach, Rockstar Games would issue a statement that read the following: a message from Rockstar Games. We recently suffered a network intrusion in which an unauthorized third party illegally accessed and downloaded confidential information from our systems, including early development footage for the next Grand Theft Auto. At this time, we do not anticipate any disruption to our live game services nor any long-term effect on the development of our ongoing projects. We are extremely disappointed to have any details of our next game shared with all of you in this way. Our work on the next Grand Theft Auto game will continue as planned, and we remain as committed as ever to delivering an experience to you, our players, that truly exceeds your expectations. We will update everyone again soon, and of course, we will properly introduce you to this next game when it is ready. We want to thank everybody for their ongoing support through this situation, the Rockstar Games team. After that, everything went quiet once again as we entered 2023, all the way until November 8th, when Jason Schreier dropped a bombshell of a news saying that the next GTA game will be announced as early as this week, and a trailer to follow in December. And mere hours after this article dropped, Rockstar Games released a statement that read the following: a message from Rockstar Games. Next month marks the 25th anniversary of Rockstar Games. Thanks to the incredible support of our players worldwide, we have had the opportunity to create games we are truly passionate about. Without you, none of this would be possible, and we are so grateful to all of you for sharing this journey with us. In 1998, Rockstar Games was founded on the idea that video games could come to be as essential to culture as any other form of entertainment, and we hope that we have created games you love in our efforts to be part of that evolution. we are very excited to let you know that in early December we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto. We look forward to many more years of sharing this experience with all of you. Thank you, Sam Hauser. Now, if you thought that the previous announcement got everybody hyped, oh boy, with this announcement, everybody lost their minds, okay? This was going to be a very significant time in the gaming industry, or should I say just in the world as a whole, okay? Not just in the gaming industry. It was going to be a game changer. Finally, after 10 long years, the next GTA game will have a trailer. Following this statement on December 1st, Rockstar Games gave us this amazing, beautiful, insert any adjective you want here, image with the Rockstar Games logo, trailer 1 and the date and time of the release of the trailer, December 5th at 9 AM Eastern Time. This iconic date will forever be remembered as the date that we finally saw GTA 6 for the first time ever. This image of the announcement managed to get over 214 million views, which just goes to show how highly anticipated GTA 6 is. This is going to be the game of the decade, of the century, of course only until GTA 7 gets announced, but that's still too far away. A few days later, on December 4th, a day before the official release of the GTA 6 trailer, a leaker ended up buying access to the YouTube admin panel and leaking the trailer almost a full day before the official reveal date of December 5th. The trailer was leaked by a user by the name of Trailer Leaker and uploaded in low quality on Twitter, which then forced Rockstar Games' hand in releasing the trailer earlier than intended. Instead of releasing it on December 5th, they ended up releasing it on December 4th. Now obviously this is not how Rockstar Games wanted their first trailer for the most highly anticipated game to be seen, but this is how it happened unfortunately, and we got our first trailer for GTA 6, and as you can imagine, this trailer was mind-blowing, okay? It was absolutely out of this world. The reaction from everybody around the world was just, like I said, absolutely out of this world. I'm speaking about the video that broke pretty much every record on YouTube in the first hours of release. It broke the most viewed video in a day in only 12 hours with 46 million views. In 24 hours it became the third most viewed video on YouTube with 93 million views, and it became the most liked game trailer on YouTube with 8.9 million likes. And at the time of making this video, it is currently December 10th, the trailer is currently sitting at over 225 million views and rising. Simply put, it's just mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. However, the trailer did not come alone, because we did also get the official press release from Rockstar Games, and it said the following: "Welcome to Leonardo. Grand Theft Auto 6 heads to the state of Leonardo, home to the neon-soaked streets of Vice City and beyond, in the biggest, most immersive evolution of Grand Theft Auto series yet, coming 2025 to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S." Following all the hype of the trailer and everything, unfortunately, as we enter 2024, you guessed it by now, we have heard absolutely nothing regarding GTA 6 until May 16th, when Take-Two, the parent company of Rockstar Games, had their quarterly earnings call, in which they revealed that GTA 6 will release in the fall of 2025, which means sometimes between September, October and November. Then again on August 8th, Take-Two had its next earnings call for fiscal year 2025, where they confirmed that GTA 6 is still indeed on track for the release of fall of 2025. And a few months later, on November 6th, Take-Two had their next earnings call, in which they again doubled down and confirmed once again that GTA 6 is still on track to release in the fall of 2025. So far everything is looking really promising. It seems like there will be no delays, not as of yet at least, and boy oh boy did things go south from here, because as we enter 2025, the bombshell news that none of us wanted to hear would eventually come. After not hearing anything about GTA 6 since late 2024, on May 2nd, Rockstar Games would release a new statement officially delaying the game from the intended release of fall 2024 to May 26, 2026. The statement read the following: "Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming May 26, 2026. Hi everyone, Grand Theft Auto 6 is now set to release on May 26, 2026. We are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar Games." And of course, with this game being the most highly anticipated game release of all time, of course everybody was very upset, everybody was very disappointed that we were gonna have to wait even longer for GTA 6, as if the wait that we already waited wasn't long enough. Now we have to wait an extra year, okay? An extra year, which is just absolutely crazy. However, not all would be so bad, because exactly 4 days later, after this delay delay on May 6th, we would get treated really good, and I mean really good, not only with the highly anticipated second trailer, but also over 70 screenshots were released all at once, and the reveal of the full GTA 6 website with plenty of information of the characters, locations, and plenty more, alongside another press release which read the following: explore Vice City and beyond. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy scope goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonardo, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. And once again, to say that this broke the internet, it would be a massive understatement. This was absolutely crazy. The trailer, images, and website were overanalyzed, and we got so much information about GTA 6 like it was no one's business. This was absolutely mind-blowing. I'm talking about 3 months later, and we are still talking about the massive information drop that we got. It was that massive. And alongside all of that, for the very first time ever, we could officially wishlist GTA 6 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. For the first time ever, it appeared on our consoles, which is just absolutely crazy. But after this huge drop of information, everything has once again gone quiet. At the time of updating this video, it's August 2025, and we haven't heard anything since. Now, there have been some leaks here and there, but nothing too major. Also, it's worth mentioning that although Rockstar Games did give us a specific release date for GTA 6, that of course been May 26, 2026, a delay is never out of the question, okay? Last year, they doubled down multiple times in their earned calls that the game is still on track for fall 2024, and yet it was delayed, so always keep that in mind. Obviously, none of us want that to happen, and let's hope that it doesn't happen, because we've waited long enough for this game. We don't want to wait anymore. We just want to play this game already, okay? But this is Rockstar Games at the end of the day. They want perfection, so like I said, another delay is never out of the question. But with all that being said, this is currently everything that we know about GTA 6 so far, from the very first time it was mentioned back in 2012 all the way to now August 2025. However, the question that remains is this: will we get anything before the year's end? My guess would be yes. I believe we are getting trailer 3 and pre-orders going live around November or December, but I do have a separate video speaking about the GTA 6 release timeline, where I go over everything I believe will happen from now until release date, so make sure to check it out by clicking the video on the screen right now. I will see you there.